to be talked about, because the money that we're spending is not even is American dollars, but he's using our funds, mishandling funds for foreign aid that we should not be getting to terrorism, to these drug cartels coming across the border, who are coming from China, who are coming from Iran, coming from Syria, coming from these Middle Eastern countries. We don't know how many terrorists are coming across this border. We don't know how many terrorists have actually gotaways coming across this border right now. We don't know. We do not know.
That's yet another reason why this president should be tried and indicted for treason.
Right.
Because why would you purposefully? It's in our constitution. We have a border. Why would you purposefully invite foreigners?
Right.
To cross the border, and then leaving the people on the border states dealing with this carnage and all these massacres that are going on in their backyard. There is so much wrong with this administration, and particularly with this person called Joe Biden. I just don't understand why they're not special prosecutors or special investigations going on, finding out what do the Russians and the Chinese have such a strong grip on him that he is willing to sell out America and destroy life the way we knew it. That I don't understand. So I am very upset with our own representative. I don't see an urgency on their part to get to the bottom of it and to get him out of office.
Right. And also, we want to let you know too. The biggest thing right now, in the Middle East. Speaking of Iran, okay, we're going back to Iran again. I want to let you guys know how bad it really is. Remember the Al Qaeda? We got Amman Baghdadi. We got rid of him. We got rid of these terrorists that Donald Trump took away. Now, guess what? Biden, because we pulled out of Afghanistan, the Taliban has taken over. Al Qaeda is back in power in Iran again. And guess what? Remember George W. Bush? George W. Bush to have the women right to work in Iran. Now the Taliban, Al Qaeda is back in power, and guess what? Women cannot work in the workforce in Iran anymore. That's right. And now, if women give birth to twins, they're tortured to death now. So is the kids. So if a woman gives birth to twins and a Muslim in Iran, guess what? That woman and the children are both tortured to death. You're a woman. I want to know what your reaction is. You're a woman. I want to hear from you.
Well, I am surprised that all these organizations, the woke organizations, and it's my body, my right, and they're not speaking up on behalf of these women that don't have a voice. I don't see them protesting and calling them murderers. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand also what is the meaning. Is it a religious thing for them that they believe that a twin birth is a bad omen or something? Why are they targeting women specifically who have twin births?
Because they want to depopulate the population. That's exactly what the New World Order is all about now. That's exactly what we have. I mean, we have the New World Order. We got woke. We have the list is incredible. We have. I mean, here we have Crush. We have BLN. BLN. That stands for Black Lives Now. Black Lives Now. Me Too movement. We have BLH. Black Lives Help. We have New World Order. That's NWO. New World Order. We have now NWO. We have that. We also have more, MORE. More and now. I mean, is this actually just outrageous? The BL, what George Soros did, he took Black Lives Matter. Now we have these different offset organizations now. The Me Too movement, Crush. We have BLH, Black Lives Help, Black Lives Now. That's BLN. Okay, then we have we had BLM before. We had Antifa, Occupy movement. That's been done. So I mean, now we have all these other organizations that George Soros have now funded for coming here. These Muslim terrorists come across this country now. They have funded these different organizations. He formed them now. So we have more. We have the, in this 713 come across this country too as well. By the way, so I'm going through my notes right here. These are I have the 3x5 card. I'm reading off to you. So while I'm reading this list off to you guys, I'm letting you know exactly what I have here on my note card. So that's what I have here. So there it is, folks. So I made that before coming on this program. Actually let people know what George Soros is doing now and what organizations he's funding and what terrorist organizations he's now created now. So there it is, folks. I just gave you the list. Go ahead, Virginia Fuller. You got the microphone. Go ahead.
So again, we need to focus. So they have their armies of evil organizations that are willing to destroy America. And in order to destroy America, you have to destroy the family. Right. In the black community, the Democrats have long been busy destroying family, promoting single motherhood because they give you all these freebies, free healthcare, free housing, free this and that. As long as you keep the father not living in the home, that's a sure way of assuring that these families and the children that they raise won't be stable, and you will be able to manipulate them. And of course, through the Federal Department of Education, they hijack our education and they undermine the values, those traditional values that our old folks try to pass out to us. And now, more than 2 generations later, it's almost like these kids don't know their history. They don't appreciate America because they have never learned to value America and learn the history of America. So we are really barking up the wrong tree as we're looking at how many organizations he is funding. All this money that Biden is sending overseas, our representatives should fight to keep the money here and use that money to counteract and give education that will be beneficial to teach our children to unlearn what they have learned in public school. I am so happy that here in Florida, at least the current administration is doing a darn good job in promoting conservative values, promoting school choices, and that's what we need to encourage families to do. Get involved in your local school board. Go and look and see what they're teaching your children. And if your children bringing back of school books that they're not allowed to share with you, that's more than a good reason to question what are they teaching. Because you know that many of those school books, have you seen episodes of the videos on social media? A mom goes to a school board meeting and she tries to read to the school board members what the children are being taught, and she's being cut off because that is inappropriate language.